All right, hello again, boys and girls. Again, my name's Ms. Winand, and this is Mr. Peterman. And this week, we are going to be working on our kicking again and our approaches to kicking. So, here we go. What you will need today, you'll need a sock ball or a ball. You can use a stuffed plastic bag like we've been using in the past, and you're going to need some ground markers. For our class overview, first we're going to do our instant activity. We're going to go over what we're learning, our activity focus, and then we're going to have a review and a closure. So for our instant activity, we're going to be doing a shake your tail feather activity. So it's going to be a dance. I'm going to need all my friends to stand up, and we're going to be doing a turkey dance because tomorrow is Turkey Day. This is our Turkey Week activity. Oh, it's going to be called Shake Your Tail Feather. So you're going to be listening for my cues. When you hear shake your drumstick, you're going to shake your leg out. Or I'll say shake your other drumstick, and you're going to switch your other leg and shake that one. Flap your wings. You're going to flap your wings like you're a turkey. When you hear run from the farmer, we're going to run in place as fast as we can to try and get away from that farmer. And then when you hear shake your tail feathers, we're going to shake our tail feathers out. All right, so let's begin. Let's start running from the farmer, guys. Here we go. Do you see him coming anywhere? I don't know. All right, let's shake out a drumstick. Shake it out. Shake out that drumstick. Switch to your other leg. Shake out that drumstick. Shake it out. All right, let's run from the farmer again. You guys see him coming? Is he close? All right, flap your wings. Quick, quick, quick. Flap, flap, flap. Get over him. All right, run from the farmer again. Shake your drumstick, shake your other drumstick, and shake your tail feathers out. Good job, boys and girls. All right, so that's our instant activity. Just to get our heart rate up just a little bit. If you can feel your chest, you can feel your heart rate pumping, or if you can feel behind your neck here, you can feel a little bit of your pulse. We got our heart rate up there. Good job. All right, so today, what are we learning? We are going over our kicking approach, and we're going to work in with a little bit of our dribbling review. So why is this important? Kicking and dribbling are some fundamental movement skills that are used in games such as soccer. And how do I know that I've learned it? So I know that I've learned it when you can perform the three-step approach to kick the ball. You can tell why it's easier to kick when you are moving, and you can control your space and your equipment for the lesson. So keeping your ball in control. So for our health activity, we're going to be talking about how we wear our mask properly. This is really important right now because there is coming a time where we're going to see a lot higher cases with the coronavirus, and we want to make sure that we're wearing our mask properly and keeping ourselves healthy. So let's watch this video here. Hello again, boys and girls. So for this week's health enhancing activity, we're going to be talking about how we wear our masks. So this is one of my masks. It says smile on it. So how we're going to do this is we're going to put it on. We're going to make sure we cover our mouth and our nose, and we loop it around our ears like that. Whenever we are wearing a mask, boys and girls, we want to make sure that at all times our nose is covered as well, not just our mouth. So we wear it like this. And if you have a mask that maybe doesn't fit you, you can get these little add-ons where you can adjust your mask size, or you can even tie it a little bit. Now, because it is getting colder out, that means that people are spending more times indoors, and so that we're being able to spread our germs a little bit more easy with each other. So we need to make sure if we're ever going out with mom or dad or sisters or brothers, grandparents or aunts and uncles, that we're always keeping our masks on and we're wearing them over our mouth and over our nose. And again, just for a review, like Mr. Peterson said about 2 weeks ago, he went over washing our hands. Washing our hands is also a very, very important thing, especially right now with it getting colder outside and more germs coming about. So when we wash our hands, we need to make sure we're washing the fronts, the backs, in between our fingers, under our fingernails and up to our wrists. And we need to make sure we're doing that for at least 20 seconds with hot water. Whenever we go out anywhere, to a store, to the playground, if we go to anyone's house or anything, we always need to make sure when we get back, we're washing our hands in that warm, soapy water for at least 20 seconds. Or we can sing happy birthday twice, or we can sing our alphabet twice. Make sure we're washing our hands like that. And then again, we are always going to be wearing our masks when we're going anywhere where we are around people that we can't stand 6 feet apart. So remember, we loop it around our ears and over our face and our mouth, boys and girls, all right? So let's stay safe this holiday season. Make sure we're washing our hands and wearing our masks wherever we go. All right, so just to review, boys and girls, remember, just like our little friend here in our little GIF, he is putting his mask on over his ears and he's making sure he's covering his nose and his mouth. So let's always remember we cover our nose and our mouth when we are wearing our mask in public. All right. So for today's warm-up, we are going to be spelling out Thanksgiving. So each of our letters that spell out Thanksgiving has a workout that goes with it. So we're going to be doing that workout for 20 seconds, and then we're going to take a 10-second break in between. So we're going to get that started. We're going to start with some twists. So we're going to get down. We're going to have our knees bent, and we're going to twist ourselves side to side. All right, so we're twisting ourselves side to side, all right? And we're gonna start right now. So we're twisting side to side, keeping our knees bent, and we're doing it for 20 seconds, boys and girls. This is the T in our Thanksgiving. All right, good job. We have 10 more seconds, boys and girls. Almost done. All right, and rest. Now we have a 10-second rest here. So while we're resting, I'm going to explain our next one. The H in our Thanksgiving is for high knees. So for high knees, you're going to put your hands in front of you, and you're going to hit your knee. You can do it fast, or you can do it slow. All right, everyone get your last breath here. We're going to start with our high knees. All right, ready, and go. Remember, this is our H in the word Thanksgiving. Seconds. All right, and rest. Good job, boys and girls. Now we are on the letter A of the word thanks, and we're going to be doing some alternating lunges. So how we do those, we're starting from here. We're gonna lean and we're gonna lunge in. We're gonna make some square angles with our legs. We're gonna step back, make another square angle here. And we're gonna keep going, all right? So let's begin. Remember, 20 seconds of work and then a 10-second break. Good job. Make sure when we're doing these lunges, you're making that square shape with your legs. All right, last one here. Good job, and break. This one we're gonna take a little bit of a break. We're gonna do some neck rolls, and we're gonna neck roll to the right. So I'm rolling my neck this way, all right? Let's begin. So roll your neck to the right. Make sure you're doing it nice and slow. Getting that stretch in there, boys and girls. Good job. 10 more seconds here. All right, and stop. All right, so that was N in our word Thanksgiving. So now we're on the letter K. So for letter K, we're doing knees to elbows. So you're gonna take your opposite elbow to your opposite knee, just like this. There we go. All right, so let's begin that now. Opposite elbow to opposite knee. Good job. Remember, this is the K in the word thanks and Thanksgiving. Good job, boys and girls. Your heart rate should be up. Your blood should be pumping. You should be feeling warm at this point. All right. And stop. Take your rest. All right, our next letter is S, and that is going to be for squats. So you're going to stand with your feet a shoulder width apart, and you're going to sit down in your pretend chair. All right, so let's begin. Sit in your chair. Good job, boys and girls. You should feel your muscles getting warmer. Your heart rate should be up. Our blood should be pumping. All right, last one. Good job. Shake that out. All right, the next one, we're in the G of Thanksgiving. We're doing butt kicks, so you're going to jog in place and kick your butt. All right, are we ready to begin? And go. Remember, we're kicking ourselves in our butt, but not hard, just a little tap. Because we don't want to hurt ourselves, boys and girls. Good job, 10 more seconds. All right, shake that out there with our little break here. So for the letter I, we are doing inchworms. So for an inchworm, you're gonna start standing straight up. You're gonna reach down like you're gonna touch your toes, and we're gonna walk ourselves out into a plank position, and then walk ourselves back up slowly. All right, boys and girls, let's begin. So walk down, and walk back up, and down, and back up. All right, we have time for one more, down, and back up. Good job, boys and girls. Our next one is gonna be called V-ups. This one, it might be a little challenging for some people, but that's okay. We're just asking that you do your best. So for this one, you're gonna make a V with your body. So your arms are gonna go above your head, and your feet are gonna be straight out, and you're gonna have them meet so that your body makes a V. All right, let's begin. So we're making a V with our body. If that's too hard, you can let your feet on the ground and just pop up. Good job, boys and girls. 5 more seconds. All right, and rest. All right, our next I in the word Thanksgiving is going to be an inverted shoulder stand. So this is working a lot on our balance. So we're going to start on our backs. Your hands will be right by your side, and you're going to lift your feet straight up. Your hands are going to support you, and see how high you can get yourself there. You're going to support you on your elbows and your shoulders. So let's see how much we can hold that for. Are we ready? And begin. So you want to see if you can hold yourself straight up with your support on your elbows and your shoulder. If you can't go all the way up, that's okay. You can start from here or go all the way up into your inverted stance. All right, good job, boys and girls. Come down from that. Take your break. We're going to be doing our neck rolls again, but this time we're doing them to the left or to the opposite way that you rolled them the first time. So I rolled my neck this way first. Now I'm going to roll it that way. All right, here we go. I'm going to roll my neck this way for 20 seconds. Remember, take it nice and slow. Really feel that stretch, boys and girls. All right, good job. All right, now we're gonna be doing some glute bridges for our G, and that's the last letter in the word Thanksgiving. So for a glute bridge, we're gonna be on our back, and we're gonna lift our hips up into the air, just like that. We're gonna make like a table almost, all right? So let's begin. So we're just lifting our hips and our butt off the ground. Good job, boys and girls. Almost done with our warm-up. And we'll be getting into our skills. All right, let's see, get your last one in. Awesome, shake that all out, boys and girls. That was an awesome job. All right.
All right, so for our first activity, we're gonna be doing the kicking with a three-step approach, okay? So before we show the video, just remember that we're gonna be using the inside of our foot for this one. Our non-kicking foot is going to be pointing at our target. It's gonna be pointing next to the ball or your object. After the kick, we're gonna follow through, and we're gonna keep our eyes up looking at the target.
All right, so for our first task, we're gonna get an open space. All right, if you have a wall that you are able to kick the ball at, go ahead and get near that wall. If not, it's fine. You can just set up the target on the ground or a shoe or something. So we're gonna get about 6 feet away from the wall or our target that we're trying to kick at, and we're just gonna be working on our kicking, okay? So remember the cues. Our non-dominant foot is next to the ball, pointing towards our target. Our head is up, looking at the target. Like that, using the inside of our foot, kick the ball, and follow through. Okay, after you do that, get your ball, come back, reset, and repeat. Once you get the hang of that, you can switch to your non-dominant foot, okay, so your least favorite foot. Same thing. Now it's the non-kicking foot, next to the ball still, head up, like that, the inside of our foot, kick, follow through.
All right, so we're gonna do this for 2 minutes. If everyone wants to go ahead and get ready. Then we'll go ahead and start. If you have a wall to kick towards, that's great. If not, you can go ahead and set something up and try to hit that. Remember, non-dominant foot next to the ball, pointing towards your target, head up, leg back, and you kick it and follow through, okay? And go. And once you kick it, go get your ball and come back to the start position and keep going. Once you get comfortable with that, you can go ahead and switch to your non-dominant foot if you want. So your least favorite foot, but keep the same cues. Got 15 seconds left. And time. All right, so for our second activity, we're going to be working on our dribbling a little bit, our trap, which remember is when we stop the ball. And then we're gonna kick the ball towards an object.
So if you have 2 targets now, you can set them up 6 feet apart.
It can be anything you want. It can be a bottle, it can be shoes, anything that you have.
Okay, so for task 2, we're going to get 2 markers that we can set on the ground, okay? So I have a shoe right here, and also another shoe right here, okay? You're going to pick one to be your starting marker, okay? So the first marker. We're going to start there. We're going to dribble towards our second marker, okay? So using the cues head up, using small taps, small touches, okay? Using the inside or outside of our foot, whatever we're looking to do it, okay? So we're dribbling. Where's the second marker? Once we get there, we're stopping it, okay? We're trapping the ball. So lightly put your foot on top of the ball. We're not standing on it. Lightly put your foot on top. And we're kicking the ball towards the marker, first marker. You don't have to hit the marker. We're just practicing the kicking, okay? The opposite foot beside the ball. Like that, head up, using the inside of our foot to pass, kick, follow through. Okay, same thing as the first task. Once you get the hang of that, you can move to your non-dominant leg, your opposite foot, okay? And then start marker 1, dribble with the head up, small taps, that right side of the foot, trap the ball, and keep your non-dominant foot pass, okay?
So if you guys want to go ahead and start at your first marker, we're going to go ahead and dribble down towards our second one. Using small taps to keep our head up, you need outside or inside of your foot. Once you get down to your second one, we're going to trap the ball and pass the ball or kick the ball towards our first marker. We're going to run up the ball and then come do it again and reset. And once you get the hang of that, try to go to your non-dominant foot, to your least favorite foot, and do the same thing. About 10 seconds left. And time. All right, so now we're moving into our third activity. For this one, still the same cues when we're kicking and dribbling. Remember to keep your head up, small taps, and use the outside or inside of our foot. But this time we're not going to stop the ball, but keep control of it, okay?
All right, so it's similar. Same thing, still on 2 markers, one that you're going to start at, one that you're going to dribble towards, okay? So we're starting at marker 1. We're going to dribble, using the out with our head up, small taps, inside or outside of the foot. This time when we get to marker 2, we're not stopping. Okay? We're dribbling around our marker. Once we get about halfway, we're going to kick the ball to marker 1. After we kick, we're running our bubble up, going back to marker 1, and reset and going again. Okay, so I go again, come around. When I get halfway, I'm passing the ball to marker 1 and then running the ball. Okay, same progression. Once you get used to that, you can try either going faster or switching over to your non-dominant foot. Okay.
All right, so remember this time it's almost the same thing, except we're dribbling around our second marker and we're not stopping. On our way back, when we get about halfway towards our first marker, that's when we're going to kick the ball towards the marker, okay? We're going to go ahead and get by the first marker. And then we can start. You guys want to go ahead and switch to your non-dominant foot? You can. If not, it's okay. And now if you want to try to go a little faster and speed it up a little bit, go ahead and try that. And time. Good job, everyone. Let's go move into our challenging drill, okay? This time we're gonna need one more marker, okay? So if everyone wants to go ahead and get one more. And then we're gonna, you'll see it in the video, but pretty much we're gonna have the starting marker, and then we're gonna have two on the other end, and we're gonna be kicking towards the two and trying to get in between that.
Okay, so for our main, what we're going to do is we need three markers. We need two down here on one end. Okay, this is going to be the end that you guys are kicking towards. Okay, and then one down here. This is where you're going to be kicking at. Okay, so you're going to be kicking this way towards the two markers on this end. Okay. For this one, pretty much now we're working on accuracy. Okay. So the ball is going to be stationary right next to marker one. We're working on our kicking cues at our non-dominant foot, planted next to the ball, pointed towards our target. Our head's going to be up facing, looking at our target. Leg back, ankle lock. We're going to use the inside of our foot first. We're going to kick the ball and follow through. Okay. After you kick, you're going to run up the ball. You're going to dribble back towards the first marker. Okay. Stop the ball, trap it. If you get comfortable with that, switch over to your non-dominant foot. Okay. Same thing. Non-kicking foot. It's going to be pointed towards where you want to kick it. Head's going to be looking at your target. Legs going to be back, ankle locked. Using inside or outside now, whatever you feel comfortable with. And once you kick and follow through, you're going to run up the ball. Okay. So run the ball. Dribble back. Once you feel good with that, you can make your targets smaller. Okay, so bring your targets in, make them more narrow, and try and get it through this. Okay.
All don't have a timer for this one, but can you keep the time for us, Mr. Peterman?
All right. So if you saw in the video, start with one marker, you're kicking towards the two you have set up on the far end. Try to kick it in between the two markers. Sorry. After you kick it, you'll run up the ball, come back to the first marker, and try it again. Okay? You want to go ahead and start. Remember to point your non-dominant foot towards your target. It will make you more accurate. And remember to look at where you're kicking. Just like the progression said in the video, once you get used to it, switch your non-dominant foot and see if you can kick it in between the markers with your least favorite foot. Go for about 30 more seconds. If you want to, you can make your target smaller now. To bring the two markers in closer, make it a little more challenging. You get that 1 to 2 tries. One more kick. And time. Okay, so hope you guys had a fun day in the lesson. You guys still have a flip grid. So if you have a tablet or a phone, or if your parents do, or an older sibling, anyone in your family, you can just scan this little QR code we have on the screen, and you have a few questions to answer. One is, how many steps is our approach to kick? So what number of steps do we do before we kick the ball? If you need to, you can go back and rewatch the video, and we say it, I believe, on like the second or third slide it is. And then number 2, is it easier or harder to kick when we are dribbling? And then 3 is, what are you looking forward to most for Thanksgiving? It can be food you're looking forward to eat most, spending time with family. So whatever you are looking forward to the most for this holiday. For next class, wait, you want to do this? You want me to do it? For next class, you will need a ball of some sort. It can be any ball. It can be a soccer ball, a softball, basketball, any kind of ball that you have will probably work. You'll need 4 cones or markers. As always, you can use anything as a ground marker as long as it's not fragile and it won't break. So shoes, cones, clothing, dog toys, anything. And then we'll be working on our kicking and dribbling next class.
All right, so today, boys and girls, again, if you need any more information about the Salisbury University Homeschool PE program, you can visit this link or scan this QR code. You guys did awesome today. Hope you guys have a happy Thanksgiving and a happy holiday. Stay safe, and we'll see you guys next week.
Happy Thanksgiving.